Hi everyone, so let's talk about the find all anagram in the string. So you're given two strings S and P, so you have to return an array of all the starting indices of P, anagram in S. So you can return in any order, so anagram is actually like reformat the pattern, right? So here's a solution. You can use a counting array, but the counting array will give you a lot of trouble because when you finish the uh, loading for the P, right? So you are going to load this uh, string P into the in array, right? So if the length of the P is what is 1000, right? And if you want to traverse the string S, every single index you need to spend all of 1000, which is all of P, to what? To check it is the anagram with P or not. So this is not efficient. So the most efficient way is what? Is you create a hash map. So you create a hash map, key is going to be character, value is going to be integer. So character is this one, and then integer will be the frequency, right? So how many times this character in the string P appears in the map, right? So you just keep adding. So this will be what? Default map, right? So ABC, so you will have size of 3 in the beginning because ABC are all different character. If you have ABB, right, you will definitely have size of 2, but in this case size of 3, right? So I will have I will have 2 pointer, one starting both starting at index 0, and one will traversing to the end, and the other one will traversing to to the end as well. But for these 2 pointer, you will just find out the range between what? Between 0 to length of P, so which is 3 in this case, right? And then for the beginning, you will have size of 3. You want to traverse at some point. At some point, the map size is actually equal to 0. And then when map size actually equal to 0, right? So I will hit at this point, right? So if map size is set to 0, I will move my left pointer. Right by 1 until map size is not equal to 0. And then I will just keep traversing my map, my right pointer on the right until the map size is actually equal to 0. So it's a sliding window. Alright, so this is a solution. So let me start coding. So I will have I will need to know my length of the S and length of P, right? So if my n is less than n, you will definitely know this is not allowed. So return new array list. So is this the string S is less than the string P, which is not allowed. So you'll return the empty string. Alright, so I will need to create a hash map. I'm going to say character integer, right? Just a map, give it a new hash map. Alright, so I was just loading without to array to the map. So map I put a character inside my map. So if a character does not in the map, I will just using the map.get or default get or default c comma 0 plus 1. So if the character does not in the map, I will set it equal to initial equal to 0, and after this I will plus 1. And then if the character is inside the map, right, I'll just get map.get c and then plus 1. So this is how it is. So I need to know what is my current size of the map. So map.size, and I also need to pointer one is left equal to 0, right equal to 0, right? And then I need to create a list of integer, right? Alright, so I can start traversing the string x, right? So while left is less than n, and also right is less than n, right? And I was starting traversing my right because since the size is map.size, it's not actually equal to 0. So I will traverse until until size is actually equal to 0. So while right less than n, and also the size is greater than 0. Sorry. So I would say chars are in this case x a chart at right, right? if a current char is what? It's in a map. So if map contains key AR, I would just decrement by 1, right? Map.put C, comma, map.get get R minus 1. Wait, this is R, this is not C. Right. Alright, so at some point, like when you decrement the frequency inside the map, you will definitely hit some point when frequency equal to 0. So if map.get R is actually equal to 0, I can decrement my size, right? And then no matter what, right, you will definitely need to you will definitely increment your right pointer, right? So right plus 2. Alright, so when you break out the while loop, which is what? Which is if this is still less than n, and then size is and then the size will not be equal to 0, right? I mean size will not be greater than 0, right? So which means you break out the while loop. So in this case, size is what? Size is actually equal to 0. So you will move your left pointer. So I'm going to say char L equal to x dot char at left. So I'm going to just check if map contains key at L. I will have to decrement, right? Because this is already inside my map. So if I decrement my frequency inside the map, which is plus. Sorry, first. So when you traversing your left, you plus the frequency. When you traversing your right pointer, you decrement your frequency. Sorry about the mistake. And then if map.get L, if this is greater than 0, which is what you need to increment your size. This is because you know like the current index is another length of what? The length of it should be another traversal for new length for what? For the order. Sorry about this. And what else? So everything else after the if statement, I'm going to check if right minus left is actually equal to p dot length, which is n, which is another length, right? If this is true, I'm going to add my current index, which is my left, to my list, and then I need to increment my left no matter what, right? And then at the end of the while loop, I will have to return list, right? So let me run it. Right, here we go. Alright, so let's talk about time and space. So this is going to be a space, right? This is going to be a space. This is going to be a space, right? So these two are all of what? All of 1, and this one is all of p, right? All of p, length of the string p, and this is space is all of p, and the time, this is time, and this one is time as well, right? So for the time, this is all of p, this is all of s. So all of s has to be what? Greater than all of p, right? Otherwise you'll return an empty array. So the time is what? All of s, space is all of p. And then this is the solution. And I know that I made a mistake right over here, but you probably get the idea, right? So you just want to traverse your string p to get a default size of map, and then you're just using a sliding window method using two pointer to slide your window based on all of p. I mean string p, right? And this is the solution, and I will see you next time. Bye.